Know your bandmate!
This is Mike Graney from HEAVEmedia.com, and welcome into another edition of Know Your Bandmate, where we ask each bandmate 5 questions to see how well they do know their bandmate. Today we've got Joe and Duncan from North Carolina's Hammer No More the Fingers, and we'll start off with Duncan. Duncan, what music is Joe's guilty pleasure to listen to?
Joe, I think your guilty pleasure is definitely Rush.
Oh, Duncan, I'm sorry, my friend. I hide this one pretty well. Hate to admit it now, but it's Nick Jonas solo material.
You're such a 15-year-old girl.
Okay, Duncan, what is the strangest food or beverage you've seen Joe eat or drink?
Joe, I think the strangest thing you eat is mashed potatoes with little kids' eyeballs.
You know, when I'm at the beach, I love eating crabs, and when we're on tour on the road, it's, you know, the next best thing. Crab juice, get the flavor and the juices, and
Yeah.
it's really good stuff.
Crab lungs.
Well, crab lung juice, but it's not, you know, I don't think you've tried it before, but it's pretty smooth.
Yeah.
No lungs.
I really like your taste, Joe.
Okay, if Joe were a cartoon character, which one would he be?
Joe, the cartoon character you most remind me of would definitely be comic book guy from The Simpsons.
Oh, yeah? I said Doug Funny. He's a great guy, cares a lot for his friends, and at the same time, he's Stimpy and he's Fry from Futurama. So it's kind of 3 in 1. It's a great, you know, it's a great character.
It's a beautiful thing. That's how you spell funny?
That's how I spell funny. I don't know if that's how he spells funny, but
Yeah.
What is the goofiest or most embarrassing thing you've seen Joe do on stage?
One time, Joe kicked me.
wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He kicked me into a drum set.
We were just rocking out, and I got a little crazy, and I kicked Duncan in the chest, and a little too hard. He fell right back into the drums, and I think he kind of hurt himself a little
It did
bit.
hurt, Joe. It really did hurt.
Probably hurt your feelings too.
Yeah,
Right?
it did hurt. We haven't talked about it since then.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I won't do it again.
Okay. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It's okay.
Okay, and the final question for Duncan, what phrase or word do you hear Joe using all the time?
Hey, man, keep it real.
I do like that one, but my favorite, Viking Awesome.
Oh, Viking Awesome. It's a classic.
You know how I hate curse words,
Yeah.
and I just like to be clever and insert different words that can replace
Yeah.
the curse words.
It's funny because we have a CD release show coming up and next weekend, and it's called Viking Storm.
And it's gonna be Viking Awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Viking good time.
Joe, what music is Duncan's guilty pleasure to listen to?
Well, Mike, I feel pretty confident about this one. I see Duncan practicing his choreography for Jenny from the Block fairly frequently, so I'm gonna go with J-Lo.
You're so wrong, Joe. I love that song, but I really like David Lee Roth isolated vocal tracks. Get me every time. Just, I mean, he doesn't need a band. He should have gone solo.
It's
Just
powerful stuff, you're right.
Just from the top. He never needed a band. Never needed Eddie.
Okay, what is the strangest thing you've seen Duncan eat or drink?
Well, Duncan's always buying some weird stuff from the convenience stores. Probably the strangest would be chocolate-coated beef jerky. That was pretty weird.
Yeah,
I didn't really like that.
yeah. I love some chocolate coated beef jerky, but not as much as I love dry dog food.
Ooh.
Sometimes when I feed my dog, I get a little bit for myself. Same with my cat. Love cat food.
Okay, Joe, if Duncan were a cartoon character, who would he be?
Well, I think Duncan was getting in touch with his feminine side on this one, and I'm going to go with Patty Mayonnaise.
Joe, you wish. It's really Millhouse. Got the glasses, got the blue hair, got the yellow skin, got the pink shirt, got the red shorts, blue shoes, little socks. Total
Yeah.
Millhouse.
You're right. How come you're not rocking that outfit today, man? It's usually all you.
Because we're on HEAVEmedia.
Okay, Joe, what is the goofiest or most embarrassing thing you've seen Duncan do on stage?
Most embarrassing thing would probably be sometimes he'll run in circles around the mic stand, and then he'll forget which way he had gone, and he'll just get tangled up, and he can't really go anywhere, and he just looks like a little confused little puppy. It's kind of cute, but it's embarrassing.
That is a cute thing that I often do on stage. But one time, I tried to do an assisted Beck somersault. It was the most embarrassing thing. I think I farted.
And our final question, Joe, what phrase or word does Duncan use constantly?
Well, every time I'm talking to the guy, at least every 3 or 4 words I say, he, chimes in with yeah. So it's got to be yeah.
Yeah, but no. The real answer is that's huge. That's a word that I say very often. I say it in the context because we've been on tour for the past 2 weeks, and we've gotten places to stay, and every time we get a place to stay, it's always a surprise, and I go, that's huge, because it is huge.
Duncan wins this one 1-0, and to paraphrase Duncan, that's huge.
This was a close match, a very, very close match, but I ended up kicking Joe's ass pretty hard.
And that does it for another edition of Know Your Bandmate. Thanks for stopping in, and stop into HEAVEmedia.com for all your news, reviews, etc. We'll see you next time.
Thinking Patty Mayonnaise.
Patty Mayonnaise.
From Joe.
Dude.